So now, when someone leaves the religion, how could such a thing be? So first and foremost, we have to understand is that when a person is basing Judaism on Jews, and he's basing his tshuva on the Jewish people, he's basing his conversion on the Jewish people, and for a matter of fact, he's basing his anything on people, any people, it becomes like an hourglass. You know the hourglass? Where the grains keep dropping, dropping, and eventually they run out of the sand? Where it's only a matter of time before they all let you down. And before your decision to do tshuva, to move, to convert, to join something, it's only a matter of time where that whole decision, the whole rationale behind your decision collapses. Why? Because it's based on people. And people will let you down. People will let you down. Your friend from childhood is not your friend anymore. Your best friend from 3 years ago, all of a sudden you don't talk anymore. Your colleague that you used to smoke a cigarette with 18 times a day, when you worked on Wall Street, he doesn't even call you. I had a guy that, miskin, he had a lot of problems. He came from an enormous amount of money, came from a very, very rich family. As a teenager, he would crash his Porsches and Ferraris, that kind of money. And we were friends in the business. But he was older than me, but I took him under my wing because he was a mess. He was a psychological mess. Extremely smart guy. Like IQ off the roof. Very handsome guy, used to be a model. Like celebrity model. Everything going for him. Problem? Drugs. Drugs would destroy this kid. So anyway, I took him under my wing. And I tried to help him. Every time he get into trouble, I'd bail him out. Get arrested, I'd bail him out. Get high, bail him out. Too high, send him to rehab. Pay for rehab. And so on and so forth. But Mamash, this guy became like my son. For years. Endless amount of problems. One of the times, he got kicked out of his house. So I took him into my apartment. Now, one of my apartments in New York was on the 7th floor. And 2 floors down, there was like a community balcony on the 5th floor. So one time, this is one of the crazy stories you can't make up. So one time I went out, and I told him, listen, just do me a favor. Go to sleep. You got into some trouble or whatever. Go to sleep. Relax. Stop with the drugs. Stop with all the mess. Stop, please. Just, I'm only going to be gone for a few hours. Can you do it? No problem, no problem, no problem. And he was such a manipulative person. All people, by the way, that have a drug addiction automatically inherit the ability to manipulate. Everyone feels bad for them. I was one of them. I'm a sucker for people like this. So anyway, I go out. I come back. There's a few things, a few details I'm trying to avoid telling you. I come back to the house. The doorman to my apartment building tells me, where were you? I'm like, what happened? He goes, you didn't hear? I'm like, no, you didn't hear what? He said, he jumped out of your window. I'm like, what do you mean jumped in the window? He goes, he jumped from the 7th floor to the 5th floor because he thought that the cops were after him. He got high. He got high. He thought that he got paranoid. Somebody knocked on the door. He thought it was the cops. He jumped out of the window. Destroyed his leg. His leg broke into 1,000,000 pieces. And then he started like crawling in the hallway. Mamash, a big mess. Shem Yirachem, I'm thinking to myself, what is going on with this kid? A few hours, I leave you, a few hours. So anyway, I go to the hospital, take care of this guy, this, that, whatever. Yeah, they had to put metal in his leg. Life of, I have stories. I can write a book just about these stories. Of course, the first time. As I told you, the story keeps going. It's a very long story. If I told you guys the story, it'd be 10 years. So anyway, so this guy jumps out of my window. I take care of him. His drug habits, send him to rehab a couple of times. Every time, $18,000 coming out of my bank like nobody's business. No problem, no problem. The guy's sick. You love the guy. He's a good guy. You take care of him. As you would have it, one day I get sick. November 18, 2006, my surgery, my famous surgery takes place. I start dying. Everyone knows. People that know me know. People that don't know me know. Everyone knows. Yaron Reuven is dying. Some strangers come to visit. Some familiar faces come to visit. But he doesn't come to visit. He doesn't come to visit or even call for almost 3 years. And one day he calls me and he says, hey, how are you? How's everything? I heard you had a thing. I'm like, yeah, you heard I had a thing, huh? I'm like, where were you when I was down? He goes, no, I don't know. I felt bad. I don't know. I didn't call right away. I don't know. It was, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Well, thank you for I don't know, but good luck. That's it. Guy like that, for me, a guy like that doesn't even call you, doesn't visit you. You nursed him much more than what I'm telling you. People will let you down. It's not just in religion. It's everywhere. So if you're basing your decisions on people, your decision has no legs. It's only a matter of time before it gets destroyed. If you converted because you like the Jewish community, you converted for the wrong reason. If you converted for a husband or a wife, you converted for the wrong reason. In Shamayim, they won't accept your conversion. But here you'll have to suffer with it. If you became religious because you like a community, you want to be part of some Beit Knesset, you became religious for the wrong reason. It's only a matter of time before the community will spit at you. It's only a matter of time before you're not popular anymore. It's only a matter of time before you're not invited to the community barbecue. Or before people start talking about you. Or before they start saying things that you don't really like, or they don't accept your kids to school, or they don't back you on some type of plan that you have. It's only a matter of time before they all let you down. Only a matter of time. They're all going to ask you for favors, but they're never going to return. All of them call me and ask me, oh, can you help my son? He's off the derech. Why is he off the derech? He did some drugs. Oh, he has a non-Jewish girlfriend. Oh, he has a this. Oh, he has a that. Can you talk to him? Can you do a lecture for him? Can you invite him? Can you go one-on-one with him? Can you do this? Can you do that? No problem. No problem. Whatever. Your son is miskin. Your wife's miskinah. Your husband, you're this. No problem. You want me to help? No problem. Here's a package. Give him my number. Have him call me. He wants to meet. Whatever it is. We work for Hashem. No problem. You would think that in 3 years you'd send $10 contribution. $10 contribution to the Zikuy Rabim. I sent you a package, $95 free. You would think, at the very least, you'd pay back the $95 because you make $100,000 a year. You make $50,000 a year. You would think. You know that we work off tzedakah. We don't get man from Shamayim. You think, I helped your brother, I helped your sister, I helped you, I helped something. You think somebody's going to do something. No, my friend. No. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. If you're doing it for tzedakah, you're doing it for the wrong reason. If you're doing it for all of these other things, it's a matter of time before the whole system shuts down. So when you get in to Zikuy Rabim, you tell the story, I made money, I did this, and I left this, and I did all these things. Initially, people are impressed. But this one specific person was expecting to get the same level of respect from the Jewish world that he got in the business world. And unfortunately, it doesn't always work that way. He made an error. He spoke about somebody that he shouldn't have spoken about. Whether he's right or wrong is irrelevant. And that other person emptied out the laundry on this guy. He uncovered a lot of things that no one wants to hear. And in so many words, the Jewish world wasn't exactly very accommodating. Wasn't exactly very pleased to hear this news. So he got embarrassed. He got embarrassed. And he ran away. And now he's so upset at the Jewish people that he wants to destroy them. This has nothing to do with the Torah. Even though he's trying to use the same Torah that he learned against them, he's trying to, or he is being a naval birshut Torah, a degenerate with, he thinks, permission of the Torah to be a degenerate. As the Ramban said, the reality of it is that he's not doing it because of the Torah. He's doing it because of his own ego. His ego was hurt. He was expecting people to applaud him. He was expecting people to kiss his you-know-what. He was expecting people to praise him. And as soon as a few tomatoes were thrown in his face, he didn't like it, so now he wants revenge. Do you remember a story like that in the Gemara? We just had Tisha B'Av. You guys remember a story like that? No. What story? Kamsa, Bar Kamsa. Kamsa, Bar Kamsa, same thing. Ego is hurt. Has nothing to do with the Torah. He didn't go to the Goyim and rat on the Jews because he didn't like the Torah. He used the Torah law. He used the Torah law against the Jews, saying, listen, if you bring the Korban, and the Korban has a pgam on it, has some type of mum on it, they're not going to accept it. So what did he do? He created the mum. He cut the sheep's lip. And he knew the Jews are not going to accept the Korban. What happened? Destruction of Bet HaMikdash. Why? It wasn't the Torah that destroyed Bet HaMikdash. It was people. It was ego. It wasn't the Torah that made this guy go off the derech. Him and many like him. It was ego. Lack of morality. No one in the history of mankind has ever left the derech because of the Torah. They only left it because of themselves. Because of their bad decisions. Their lack of morals and their bad decisions. So here we see, if you want morals, you could only get them from the Torah. If there's morals that are missing, that's because Torah is missing. In a place where there's no morality, there's also no Torah. That's what the first part of this Mishnah is teaching us.